Do you find it hard to pronounce Korean combined vowels? Well, in this video, I'd like to talk about the combined vowels. And then first of all, there are two types of Korean combined vowels. And then the first type is ya, yo, yo, you, ye, ye. These are the vowels that are combined with small e. And then there are another category which are combined with small u sound. So in this category, there are wa, wa, we, we, we. Actually, this we and then we, these three vowels sounds very similar. So even the Korean native speakers will not tell from one another. Well, let me begin with English words, okay? Especially in English, there are two semivowels. Semivowels means they are not vowels and also they are not consonant either. So in English, yi sound and then wu sound, these two are the semivowels. For example, the word year and then the word ear, even though there's one difference between year and ear, but still those two are one syllable word, right? It means that yi sound, the y, doesn't make any vowel as itself. So yi is semivowel. Likewise, win and then in, even though there's w at the very beginning, but this win is not two syllable. Still, it is one syllable, just as in is one syllable. So in English, the e and the wu sounds are not vowels at all as itself, but they are semivowels. Well, in Korean, we do also have such a thing. So I'd like to put the e, the semivowel e, in small e to make it clear to understand. And then W, small U sound or small O sound, I'll say in this video. Well, the big difference between English and Korean is, especially concerning the semivowel E and U, is that in English, the E and W U sounds stands as one independent alphabet, as you can see, Y and then W. So whenever you have the word which has Y or W in the word, that the readers have to combine when they read the words, right? But in Korean, it's not the case. In Korean, King Sejong already made up the individual vowels. So he had already combined those two vowels and semivowels, okay? So we don't have any independent alphabet for such a thing, yi small e or small wu sound, okay? So let me put it this way. We have learned the 8 basic vowels in the previous video, right? A, o, u, I, e, right? So I just put those 8 vowels right here. And then let me put small e sound at the very beginning so that we could combine this small e with the 8 basic vowels, okay? So maybe the King Sejong would have done this when he made up the symbols for those sounds, ya, and so on. So let's do the same process, just like King Sejong did, okay? So small yi and then a will become ya, right? I, a, ya. So ya sound. So King Sejong put ya sound in this symbol, ya. So he simply put one small stroke here. So not a, but ya, right? Same way he put yi and then out together ya, like this, and then I, and then O, yo, yo, yo. Small I, U, you, right? Then what about here? Small I, and then you. Well, we don't have such a sound in Korean. Can you guess why? Well, to Korean people's ears, I and then U, those are very weak vowels, so we cannot say they are good vowels. So we don't make any sound like that. And what about E? Small E and then E. These are sounds very similar to our ears, I mean. So we cannot actually make this sound at all. So many Korean people have difficulties in pronounce year, Y-E-A-R, year 2020. So because we don't have such a sound, yi, we just have E, okay? So we don't have these two sound. And then let's do the other ones. E, small e, and then yeah, yeah, yeah. And then again, small e, and then yeah, yeah, yeah. So with those 8 vowels, we have these combined vowels. So ya, yo, yo, you, yeah, yeah. Okay. Then let's do the same thing with small u sound. In Korean, we do have 2 kinds of small u. One is o, small o, and the other is small u. So I do the same thing. I put out those 8 simple vowels here. So let's combine these 2 sounds together. So can you guess which is better? Small o and then a is better, or small u and then a is better? What do you think? Well, to Koreans, o, a, wa sounds very good because o is yang sound and a also yang. So in the very first video, I explained about yin and yang philosophy, right? We don't like the conflict of those 2 opposite forces. Rather, we like the similar or the same type of force meet together. So o is yang vowel and then a also the yang. So we'd like to have wa rather than ua. We don't have ua. Same way, when we make a sound with a, we rather choose u. So u all together, wa, not u, o, o. We don't have such a thing. The reason is the same. This is yang vowel. This is yin vowel. There is a conflict, so we don't like it. So we just like yin vowel goes well with another yin vowel. So we do have wa. Okay, then let's move on here. What do you think? Do Koreans have any combined vowel using those symbols? Not really. The reason? Well, those are really the same type of vowels. So we don't think that's really good vowels, even though they are combined, okay? So we don't have such a thing. The same way, we don't have any product out of these 2 elements, okay? And then we do have this one. Well, I don't think so because U is really weak vowel and this is also small sound. So they are not really good vowels, even though they are combined. And then this one, E, well, we do have we, we, and then we, because this is neutral and neutral. Neutral can go well with either yang vowels and in vowels. So we do have we and then we. And lastly, we do have we. Once again, yang vowel goes well with yang vowel we, not this one. And the same way, in vowel, another in vowel, we, but not like this, okay? So once again, the basic rule behind this combination is that the yin and yang philosophy. So Korean people like the harmony rather than conflict. So when we combine the vowels, King Sejong might have thought about the yin and yang stuff, okay? And then lastly, so far we haven't got any combined vowels out of those because this is really weak and then it's not really a clear sound to our ears. So, and can only make a combined vowel only with another neutral sound e. So and then e will combine and then make sound. Start with u and end with e. Okay? And so far we have got these vowels. So these are made up with small e with the basic 8 vowels, right? So let me pronounce it once again. Ya, ya, yo, you, ye, 예, 의, 야, 여, 요, 유, 예, 예, 의. Actually, these two sounds very similar. So I admit that I cannot actually distinguish those two very clearly myself, even though I'm a native speaker of Korean. And then the second thing, these are the vowels, combined vowels out of the basic 8 vowel plus the small o or u sound, okay? So these are wa, 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 wa. This is tricky. We, not really. We pronounce it we. And maybe before the modern days, they may have some different pronunciation for this symbol, but these days it has changed because it's really hard to pronounce. We, right? So we just make it easier to pronounce. So we make it as we. So we pronounce this as we. And this is we, another we, and this is another we. So once again, this we, totally the same. But the alphabet, when you're writing it, is quite different, right? So no worry about distinguishing those 3 vowels. It's not really important if you are a speaker of the Koreans, okay? And then that's it. In this video, I have looked through how King Sejong made up the combined vowels. And then the basic principle behind that is yin and yang. And then Korean people do not like unclear sound. So we just make combined vowels out of those clear sound. Okay, so that's it for this video. Let me meet you again with another content in another video. Okay, 안녕히 계세요.